Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you see in the title, you're going to be getting a story time with me from when I was in Miami. So I got my Miami hat, just to set the mood off a little bit. And listen, this story is about to be juicy. But before you do anything, I want y'all to definitely like this video, subscribe if you haven't. If you're new to this channel, hey, and if you've already been here before, welcome back.
Somebody call for the queen.
So let's get right into it. So this night was a night. I don't have to get y'all's tea, y'all's wine, y'all champagne, whatever y'all drink on for this. So let me get me a drink real quick, and I'm gonna do a thumbnail too. Okay. All right. Listen to this. So I was, getting myself together for a night because I was in Miami. It was my parents' anniversary, their month or whatever. So we went and stayed in Miami. I went to Miami twice in 2018. The second time was for their anniversary, and we stayed for like a week and a half, right? So I was getting myself ready one night because when we was at the beach, they had a flying thing to go across. And it was basically saying that Bryson Tiller was going to be in the building at this club, right? So I like Bryson Tiller then. I had an ex at the time that me and him used to always send each other back and forth. Let me say this. I had an ex, he was my ex when I went to Miami. I'm not saying that I had somebody that I was talking to when I was in Miami. Nah, I was cool. I was single. But I'm saying, like, before I went to Miami, this was, like, the guy I was with. And me and him used to always go back and forth sending each other Bryson Tiller. Like, we messed with Bryson Tiller hard, right? So, going into this vacation or whatnot, I was still listening to his music. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely trying to be in the building. So, I get myself together that night, right? Get dolled up. I'll show y'all the picture up above. Got me an Uber. And I went out to the club, right? I'm in line, right, to get through or whatever, and the line is long and everything. So when I get up in there, I go straight to the bar, and I'm like a one drink minimum type person. Two sometimes every blue moon, really one. Like one just because I like to stay like observant to my areas and really understand what's going on. Like I ain't never got sick or anything off of drinking. So being in Miami, it wasn't about to be no different. So I go straight to the bar, and the bar is crowded, y'all. The bar is crowded. Barely can get in. But then there's this guy that goes ahead and moves over or whatnot and lets me in. So I asked for my drink. The bartender, she really was so attentive and getting to people's drinks quick to them and everything. And of course, I watched her the whole time. Ladies, make sure y'all watch when somebody's handling your drink so there's nothing in it. Make sure that if you ever go somewhere, you got your drink with you. Don't leave that drink unattended. Don't have somebody cover it and, watch your drink for you. No, take that with you or drink it until it's gone and then leave. Just want to give y'all a disclaimer. Like, that's what I be on. So, she gives me my drink. And so I go ahead and I turn around and I'm just observing the scene, right? DJ is fresh, playing music that I like and everything. So I go ahead and I'm sipping on my drink a little bit in my straw. And the guy that let me in is kind of like feeling his arm or his leg, like one of the two was just like touching me. But he was trying to do it like in a very like subtle way. So I wouldn't catch it or something. I don't know. But I caught it and I'm looking at him like, I really think that he was nice looking. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not about to be standing here, just got in the club and already, in a little corner with you at the bar, having a conversation. Like I'm trying to mingle or get on the dance floor and whatnot too. So I couldn't even, really entertain that. So I ended up getting off the bar. And my feet, y'all, is really killing me at this point. But I can't take my shoes off because, the floor is dirty. Like, who wants to take the shoes off and be barefooted in a dirty ass club? I mean, I'm not saying the club was dirty, but you know the floor is mad dirty. So I had to keep my shoes on. So there was this like, luckily there was this like, I don't know, like kind of like a pole, but it was thick. It was something that was built inside the club, whatever. And I was trying to be on that, but then I had to get off that eventually because it's like, why I want to look like I'm just like sitting up or leaned up against the pole or whatever. Like, I'm in here to actually dance and have a good time. So, you know, I do get myself off of that, and I'm like, you know, trying to move a little bit or whatnot. And then, you know, basically my drink is gone. So I go and take it, put it up there on top of the counter or whatnot. And the guy that I was peeping dancing, he was getting it. Like, he was really getting it in or whatever. So he peeps me, he walks over, and then, like, me and him is dancing and stuff. So after me and him do our little dance or whatnot, then he goes off and does his own thing. And then a fight breaks off. So I think I'm about to be leaving the club soon because of a fight or whatever. But those bouncers, security got through them quickly, and that was done and over with. Bryson Tiller still ain't out, remind you. Like, he didn't come to, like, late. So after that fight happened, I'm like contemplating, like, am I going to stay longer or am I going to just bounce? Because, you know, Bryson Tiller still ain't came yet, and I'm just like, my feet is killing me. So I thought, like, you know, what do I want to do? Why did I stay? So I stayed, right? And I go back to the bar. Plus, y'all know I'm on my 1 drink minimum, right? So I go back to the bar, and the guy that has scooted over is still at the bar. So he asked me, he was like, what you drinking on? You want another drink? And I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I was like, you can give me some water, though. So that's my thing, too, y'all. Ladies and guys, too. If y'all want to go ahead and be acting like y'all sipping all night and stuff, go ahead and drink water. You know, just fake the funk like you really drinking and you're not, because that's what I was doing. So I had my water and I was sipping on that and whatnot. And then, like, I ended up getting like this as I'm just standing at the bar, still scoping out the scene and whatnot. Tell me why there was a group of girls right here. So he on the left, right? There's a group of girls right here in front of me. And one of the girls, like, you know, basically motioned me to come, and then she gets to grab my arm. And I'm thinking, like, she's motioning me to come to dance with them. This chick kisses me on my cheek. I was, like, kind of shocked and stuff. Like, no, she didn't think that, just kiss me on my cheek. Like, I don't know if she thinks I go that way or what it was. Like, or she just thought I was cute. I don't know. But I definitely don't flow that way. So I had to back up a little bit because I was just taken aback, like, this chick really was dancing and kissed me on my cheek. So after that happened, I thought that was crazy in itself. So again, I'm still trying to figure out, like, with my feet hurting, why I'm still staying in this club, and Bryson Tiller is still not out, right? So y'all think that that's something. No, it gets better. It gets juicier. Trust me, y'all, it gets juicier. So I stayed longer, right, and I'm at the bar still. And the guy that was on my left ended up getting up. Like, I guess he could tell, like, I really wasn't, like, having, like, a big interest in him. So, because I started being on my phone a little bit, and I'm just not even talking with him, really. So then, this is when I was really into my snapping real heavy. So, like, I'm always snapping in the club or snapping somewhere. And, you know, you're having a good time, you're taking pictures and whatnot, and videos, recording yourself because, you, like I said, the DJ was playing some good music. On my right side, this couple comes up. And, you know, I'm a friendly person. I'm not a stuck-up chick. I definitely make sure that I speak to whoever, you know, speaks to me. So if you're having a conversation, I'm feeling the vibe or whatever, and, you know, you don't make me nervous, awkward, none of that stuff, I'm going to talk to you. So he, mind you, the whole time he has a chick with him, okay? So he's having this conversation with me or whatever, asking me, you know, how long I've been here, how long I plan on staying, you know, just like having a small talk and everything with me. This couple look like they're like in their mid-30s maybe. So they trying to be like partying with the young crowd because like I'm in my upper 20s now, but back then I was like in my mid-20s, you know, so I still kind of like seem like I fit into the crowd, like, you know, I could be there and not feel like, you know, this crowd's too young for me or nothing. So they was at the bar, and they, like I said, he was talking with me and stuff. So like certain songs would come on, and I would start back again, snapping away or whatever. So then some songs he would get in it with me or whatever. And then of course, you know, his girl or wife or whoever she would get in. So sometimes it was like three of us in my Snap, or sometimes they would, like, they must have even knew about Snap or something, because he would be recording and we both would be in his and stuff. Like, I don't know, he started to get comfortable feeling like he had two women or something. I don't know. So while he over there feeling that way and whatnot, she ends up like walking away. I don't know if she went to go use the bathroom or what she did, but they had a plan. So check this out. So basically, hold on, I gotta get another sip on this before I tell y'all this. So good. Okay, so back to what I'm saying. Let me get a little bit comfortable. Okay. So she walks away, right? And then he ends up whispering in my ear, trying to tell me. And of course, the music is so loud. So the whole time me and him having a conversation, it's always me leaning into him, trying to hear what he say, or him trying to lean in to see what I say. Like, we rarely can hear each other or whatnot. So he's asking me, no, he's telling me that, you know, my girl, right, or whatever he said, whoever she was, his wife or girlfriend, he was like, whatever her name was, she's feeling you. I said, huh? He was like, yeah, like, she likes you. So they already came to this club ready to scope somebody out to take back with them. Now, I done heard about people doing this before. Like, I don't know how many times I heard about people, and it's usually always the lady that picks somebody out when they go to the club or go somewhere to take back with them. I don't know what gave them the idea that I should be that chick or whatever, but I could tell that he liked what he seen when he approached me or whatever, and then she must have felt a certain way too with me as the night went on, and then they both decided that. So he was telling me that, and he was asking me, like, you know, what am I doing after the club? And I told him, I'm going to my room. And he was like, no, you should come with us. Like, we have a good time. You should come to our room. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm going to my room. So she ends up coming back. And I'm telling you, it was never the same. The vibes was off. It was mad awkward for me. I don't know how they felt. But the whole time in my mind, you know what's rolling in my mind, y'all? What's rolling in my mind is trying to figure out how I'm going to leave this club without them following me, or, you know, me being able to go home safely and not have to worry about nobody. So, needless to say, it got to a point where they went ahead and was about to leave. So then he was like, basically touched me and trying to grab my arm. So this is like the second time somebody trying to grab my arm, right? And he trying to grab me to come with them. And I was like, no, it's okay. No, thank you. I just had to keep telling him, like, no, thank you. I'm fine. No, it's okay. And so they end up leaving. So I'm thinking to myself, like, regardless, when I leave this place, I'm really going to be on my P's and Q's. Like, I'm really going to have to wait out and see how, if there's anybody around me or somebody going to follow me or whatnot, or what's the case. Like, at this point, y'all, I don't even really know what, like, I've been through a lot of things when it comes to interacting with guys, that a lot of females, if they went through it, it probably would turn ugly, or it probably wasn't good. Like, mine was always good outcomes. I can definitely say that even with this story time. Like, nothing has ever occurred where, like, I felt like I was about to, like, lose my life, or somebody, like, was jeopardizing, or, you know, being disrespectful to the point, like, where I was, like, scared, nervous, like, straight violating. Like, I've seen a lot of stories, heard a lot of stories about guys violating, and I haven't had that happen to me. So that night, I'm in Miami. I thought that was going to be happening. I'm like, okay, even if I was that way, where I wanted to entertain a threesome and whatnot, it could go well, or something bad could happen to me and nobody would ever know or never see me. Like, I'm basically there with my parents. They're letting me, or, you know, trusting me to go out, have a good time, and come back safely or whatnot. So they wouldn't even know that anything happened to me until it's too late. So, y'all, I left the club like a couple hours before it closed, and I'm scoping the area and my feet still hurt. Going across the street hoping that I don't fall or break my ankle or, twist my ankle, or I get in the car safely. Like, I'm just like, a lot of things is rolling through my mind because, I'm a girl that lives in a small city in Ohio that went all the way to Miami to have a good time and had a wild night. A wild night. So, like, let's talk about it. I had somebody on the left that was trying to get at me. I had a guy that I danced with. That's like the only plus to that night for real, was the guy that I danced with, because he was mad cool. Like, as far as his dancing was nice, and then when we danced, it was nice and everything. But it's just like the guy on my left that was trying to be subtle about his approach of whatever he wanted to do. I mean, he bought me some water. Okay, we'll take that, whatnot. Then I had a chick that kissed me. Then I had a couple that wanted to have a threesome because they basically was on it. And I was not. So I got home safely. Made sure that I told my parents this story. They tripped. They couldn't believe everything that I went through or whatnot the next morning when I ended up telling them about it over breakfast. Like, so to this day, I swear, I've been through a lot of things that could be in the future story times, but this definitely had to be the first, because this was like, took the cake. Y'all hear me? Took the cake. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope y'all realize that, when you're from a small city and you entertain and go to a bigger city, a lot of things go down in those cities that you might not have known. And it might be just regular, everyday things for other people that live in Miami. But when I went, y'all couldn't have told me in a million years that was going to be my experience when I got in that club. Like, all I did was try to come to see Bryson Tiller and have a good time. And Bryson Tiller did end up coming out. He did. Like, I think before that couple came to the bar, I think that's when Bryson Tiller came out. But it was like he was like he was so far. Like, you got the stage, little small stage he was at, and he was like a regular person just dancing. Like, he wasn't performing his song. Like, my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, he's about to be there. He's gonna perform his song for us in this, the club or whatever, because the club wasn't even that big to me. But no, he's just dancing in this small area of the club, or there might have been a stage, and then there's like a VIP section or whatnot, and then there's all of everybody else that's just like all over the place. So maybe if I wouldn't have stayed at the bar, or maybe if I would have like mingled and my feet wasn't hurt and I had some comfortable shoes and I would have got other areas, maybe less things would have occurred to me that night, or maybe more things would have came about. I don't know if more or less would have happened. All I know is overall I had a good time. But y'all know, when I moved to Miami, because that's the goal, to get to Miami, one, my body needs to be on point. I need to like really get down to knowing how to do my own hair, makeup, all that good stuff. My body on point, because when I go to Miami, I'm telling y'all, nobody is like overweight. Everybody is fit in Miami to me when I went both times. So those are going to be some areas that I'm going to make sure it's good. And then the coin, that bag, got to be on point too, because I'm not stepping foot in no more clubs not being in VIP where bottles is coming to me and I'm on that couch and I'm having a good time with whoever, because I'm not being with the regular folks and having stuff like that occur, because it was just too much. Y'all, it's too much. And y'all think like, how did you have a good time when it was just you by yourself? I wasn't with a whole bunch of other females. I wasn't with my boyfriend or nothing. I wasn't with no other guys, should I say. It was just me. And I had a good time, but it was a wild night. So like I said, I'm coming to y'all with another story, with the first story time of my time in Miami. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up if you did. Thought it was wild. Comment below if you ever had any crazy stuff happen to you. Like, I'm open to hearing about some crazy times y'all had. If y'all want to, type it out and say it. Hit the subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so y'all are definitely notified every time that I come on to show y'all a new video. So, hope you guys have a nice evening, nice day, nice morning, wherever you at that you're watching this. I hope you are having a good day. And I'll be with y'all for another video real soon. Take care.